Hi, I'm Jonathan Peck, or John. I'm a solicitor in the dispute resolution team here at Fishers, and I'm going to have a chat to you about a typical day in my life at work. I tend to start a little bit earlier than some people because it works for me. So my day starts at 8:30. Most important thing is to get the kettle on, get some caffeine into your system, get going, fire up the computer, have a look at what you've got coming for the day. So my appointments will be set out in there. Have a coffee, sit down, and plan out what I'm going to do that day. Some days, every day's different. Some days you might not see any clients. Some days you might have lots of clients. Other days you might just be drafting or working on documents. But I quite like days when I've got a mixture of both. So some days I'll see a few clients, and some days and do some drafting when I'm not doing that. These days, when I first started in the law, we saw everyone face to face, and you'd get people into the office, and you'd have a formal meeting with them, or you'd speak to them on the telephone. But things have changed a little bit in the last couple of years, and I see quite a lot of my clients by video call, which is great because you can do it quickly. Clients don't have to leave the house, and you can fit more in a day, which is brilliant. So all those meetings we planned out, whether they're in person or on Zoom, and the same things happen with the courts. So sometimes I'll have to go into court, sometimes we'll do a virtual court hearing, so over the course of the morning, I'll see the clients I need to see, or I'll be reading documents or drafting documents. Got to get away from that screen at lunchtime. Really need to give your eyes a break. So tend to go for a little walk around, or drive into town just to get away from the screen for a few minutes and get some lunch. Then back to client work or meetings in the afternoon. And my job's really lucky because I never know from one day to the next what I'm going to be doing. Never know what the next new inquiry is going to be, and it could be absolutely anything. And I say to my clients all the time that I don't know everything in the world, but if I don't know something now, I'll find it out by tomorrow. So it's really good because I'm always learning about new areas and getting to grips with things that new clients want me to deal with. So busy, fun, meeting people. So I'm really lucky because I deal with lots and lots of different types of clients. It might be someone who's got a dispute with their next door neighbour over a hedge or where the boundary is, or it might be a multi-million-pound company that wants urgent advice on whether their supplier is in breach of contract. They can be clients from the local area, they can be clients from across England and Wales, or even sometimes out of the country. I've had clients fly in from Japan for urgent hearings and had to be in London within 2 hours of them flying to Heathrow. And I've also dealt with lovely individuals who just want some reassurance and some advice on a tiny little problem that they've got, but that means so much to what they do. So it's trying to help everyone who's got a legal problem, whether it's massive, whether it's tiny. It means something to individuals and companies and everyone else in between, and the aim is to try and get to that legal advice that they need quickly in a way they understand and help solve the problem. So what happens when a new client contacts me at Fishers is they generally will get through to my assistant Carolyn. She's really experienced. She'll take all of the details from the client. She knows the areas of law that we can help with, and she'll take those details and arrange an appointment. That might be in person, might be by telephone, might be on a Zoom call or a Teams call. So that first appointment is really important because that gives me the chance to meet the client. It gives me the chance to get all of the details I need to understand what their issue is. Also, it gives me a chance to give them some initial advice, because sometimes what people really want is to know that they're either in the right or in the wrong. So that initial advice can really help to give people some reassurance. From there, what we do is we make a plan. So we say, these are what your options are. You could do X, Y, and Z. I can write to this person. We can start these court proceedings, or we can do nothing at all. And we agree that plan with the client. work out a way forward, and then we go through that plan, and then we work through that plan, and we keep re-evaluating whether that works. We're in constant correspondence with the clients to make sure they know what's happening, when they know what the next stages are, and that means that we always know, the clients always know where they're going with their particular issue, and we hopefully will get to a point where it's resolved and they can move on with the rest of our lives. We're really lucky at Fishers because, as well as working with some great people, it's also fantastic that we do a lot of social things. I think it was only yesterday we had hot chocolate at 11 with marshmallows and things, just to get everyone together and talking. We do monthly staff events like lunches, and then sometimes we do larger events where we'll go out for meals and things like that. It's really, really important to get everyone together outside of the work setting. Just to get to know the people you work with is fantastic, and we're a really good team, and I think that really helps to get the team together. So after work, it's still as busy because I've got 2 young boys. So normally we'll make sure the boys have read their books, done their homework, got baths, got into the pyjamas, and once all that's done, it'll be finally time to put my feet up, watch something on the TV, hopefully not get the laptop out and start checking some emails, but sometimes does happen. But no, try and switch off at night if possible, because that's important, and get ready for the next day. So that's a typical day for me. Thanks for watching, and hopefully see you soon.